Hey everyone, it's the one and only magnificent bird, Beak, speaking to you today. And in today's video, I am back at it with some more Harry Potter Hogwarts mystery, and this is going to be part 2 of the Kana tree family timed event, Rowan's tree family timed event. So let's go ahead and get part 2 started. And as you can see, I switched outfits for part 2. You know what? I forgot to show you guys on the first part, but that's okay. I'll show you guys. I actually did get this outfit as well. See how the clouds are moving on that shirt? I thought that was pretty cool. I forgot to show that to you guys on part 1 until I went back and I was looking for the outfits and I realized that is one I did forget to show you guys, but that is okay. Okay, just alright. So, we got 4 tasks for part 2. Let's go ahead. Visit secret spot. Welcome to my secret spot. I'd come here all the time when I was younger to read and avoid farm work. I'm glad to have a moment to relax. I've been feeling unsettled lately. What's going on? Let's talk through it. It's hard to explain, but I'll do my best. Okay, 3 hours. We still got plenty of energy. Tell me what's on your mind. I want to help. It's lonely feeling like a stranger in your own family. I noticed you've been a bit off lately. Tell me what's on your mind. I want to help. Okay, that's just repeat, right? Yeah. I've always been the black sheep of the Kana family. I grew up an indoor child in an outdoor family. I prefer reading over farm work. My mom would worry that I didn't spend enough time outdoors. Excellent. So you feel like the black sheep of the Kana family? Exactly. I'm just not like them. I'd rather read a book than harvest tree limbs or tend to bow truckles. Have you ever felt out of place in your own family? All the time. Sometimes. Never. I'll say sometimes. Sometimes it's strange feeling like you don't quite fit the mold, even with the people you love most. But perhaps that's not a bad thing. Being different means you notice what others miss. I suppose I just wish I could be more useful. I do want to help the Kana farm, really, but my skills don't exactly mesh with farm work. Everyone brings something different to the table. I'm not sure what I'd bring to the table. It's hard to feel helpful when your greatest talents involve studying and reciting obscured historical facts. How can I possibly contribute a branch to the family tree when I have nothing to contribute? You have plenty to contribute. I meant what I said before. You're the smartest person I know. If only Hazel felt the same way. I know she's hiding something, but I can't help her if she won't tell me what it is. Women are always hiding things. I don't mean that personally. Not all women, okay? Just relax. But hey, men hide shit too. So don't, it's not a one-way street. Okay, anyway. The exploding teapot was rather strange. Remember how she brushed it off like it was nothing? Maybe the cat didn't do it. Exactly, I feel useless to help And worse, I feel like she thinks I'm useless. Being studious doesn't mean you're useless, just differently useful. I have an idea. Let's prove to Hazel that you're more than she gives you credit for, a true Kana. What's something we can do to help around the farm? Probably the bow truckles, right? Yeah, I suppose we could start by checking on those bow truckles. Great, where can we find them? Come on, I'll show you. Check on bow truckles, hurry up. We've got to get the bow truckles before sundown. Oh yeah, I forgot I've spent so much energy, I forgot about that. Let's see if we get any new ones. I doubt it. I got so many of them. Wow, all owned. Oh yeah, by the way, Coco, she shouldn't be disturbing us for part 2 because it's officially dark in my area. So we should be good. We should definitely be good on that account. Cuz she's in the back bedroom sleeping as we are as I'm recording right now. So that's a good thing. She don't need to be awake looking out the window at all hours of the day so she can find something to bark at. This place is huge. I had no idea Kana Farm was so big. This is just a small piece of it. There's the willow wood, the beech bower, the adder ark, and the oak orchard. You must produce half the wands of the wizarding world. Close. Our tree supplies wood wands, broomsticks, cauldron handles, and all sorts of magical goods. We've even perfected a sustainable harvesting charm so that the trees regrow their branches on their own. I'll bet the bow truckles appreciate that. They do. The Kanas have always had a sympathetic partnership with bow truckles. Oh, there's a couple of them right there. They protect the trees and we ensure they're safe, well-fed, and comfortable. They've got a particular taste for fairy eggs, which is mildly unsettling if you think too hard about it. That's the circle of life, I suppose. We even build them tiny houses so they can move them safely around the farm when we harvest. In fact, there's one nearby I'd love to show you. I'll point it out as we make our rounds. Sounds like fun. I'm ready to work. Sounds boring. I'd rather relax. Sounds hard, but I'm here for you. Farm work sounds difficult, but if it helps prove Hazel you have what it takes to be a true Kana, sign me up. Thanks, Drew. Your support means a lot to me. Of course, I'm just excited to experience what your childhood was like firsthand. The thrilling life of growing up on a tree farm. I hope you're not too disappointed. Now, let's check on the bow truckles like Hazel asked. Stick by me, and I'll explain as we go. Damn, 8 hours. Thank goodness I got all this energy. You're a cute little guy, aren't you? I don't see any bow truckle houses. Where'd they all go? Are the bow truckles usually this nervous? Healthy trees mean happy bow truckles. So, where's that bow truckle house you wanted to show me? This would be a great spot for a tree house. The bow truckles look physically healthy. No withered limbs or... Damn, it went by too fast. If I were a bow truckle, I'd be in heaven. We usually leave a little dashes of water inside the bow truckle houses. Keep an eye out for withered leaves or loose bark. The houses make it easier to move the bow truckles during harvest season. The bow truckle leapt away. Guess I won't be petting that one anytime soon. The bow truckles seem jumpier than usual. Let's make sure the Bowtruckle feeders are full. I don't see any Bowtruckle houses. Where'd they all go? Are the Bowtruckles usually this nervous? No withered limbs or sluggishness. This would be a great spot for a treehouse. If I were a Bowtruckle, I'd be in heaven. We usually leave little dishes of water. What did I say, dashes? I meant to say dishes. Okay, we leveled up, so that means I got some more energy on top of the energy I already have. Works for me. Okay, we are done with that one. Excellent. Man, I tell you what, this is not the topic for this video, but I'm sitting here watching Dynamite on mute right now, AEW Dynamite, and Will Ospreay. The show started with Will Ospreay and Jon Moxley beating the hell out of each other. Then the Death Riders joined in, and then that's when Will Ospreay had some backup. But anyway, hold on. Let's see. The Bowtruckles are physically healthy, but they seem agitated. I didn't see the Bowtruckle house you mentioned earlier. Could that have something to do with it? That's it. No wonder the Bowtruckles are upset. Their houses are missing. I wonder what happened to them. Bowtruckle houses don't just sprout legs and wander off, usually. Perhaps Hazel knows what happened. We can ask her when she finishes sorting out her broomstick shipment. In the meantime, we could try building them a new one. That'll cheer them up, and perhaps impress Hazel too. That's a brilliant idea, Drew. I've read dozens of books on agriculture and structural enchantments. This is the perfect chance to show Hazel I can contribute something useful. We'll surprise her with a finished home before she even knows it's missing. Where do we start? I'm not sure. I've never actually built a Bowtruckle house before. Growing up, I was more of a sit in the corner and read a book kid than an arts and crafts kid. When in doubt, ask an expert. Huh? Who? Oh, Hagrid? A very large, hairy expert, giant even. Yeah, Hagrid. Oh, of course. If anyone knows how to build a magical creature shelter, it's Hagrid. Let's head back to Hogwarts and tell him our plan. Okay, we gotta go back to Hogwarts. Build Bowtruckle house. Just got back from a walk with Fang. What can I do for ya? Okay, yeah, talking about Will Ospreay and Jon Moxley. So, the Death Riders join in and they're beating Will Ospreay's ass only for Will Ospreay's wife, Alex Windsor, and there were a couple of other guys to, I guess they're called the United, I want to say they was called the United Kingdom, which I'll be honest, I don't know who any of those people were, but all that matters is Will Ospreay knows them, and now he's got some backup, so I thought the Death Riders were going to run away like little scared bitches, but no, they was all brawling and beating the hell out of each other, all of them. Alex Windsor on Marina Shafir, and you know, you have the Death Riders fighting Will Ospreay and the other people whose names I don't know, and yeah. So the Death Riders, they eventually, after getting their asses whooped enough times, they ran away eventually like little bitches, but yeah. So that's how Dynamite started. And I'll talk more, I mean, obviously I'm going to make a Dynasty predictions video. That's coming soon. Or by the time you guys get this video, that video will probably have already happened, I would imagine. But anyway, let's go to Hagrid's garden. Let me see, do I have anything I gotta collect? Yeah, wait a minute, whoa, we could get something here, I don't know what it is. Oh, okay, 5 books. Alrighty then. We got anything else to collect? No. Okay. Alright, Hagrid's Garden. So let's see, right now, what is it? Willow Nightingale, she's defending the TBS championship against Queen Aminati. By the way, yeah, I got it on mute for a very specific reason, so like this video that has nothing to do with AEW doesn't get hit with a copyright claim or whatever. But anyway, well, hello there. What brings you two to me neck of the woods? The Bowtruckle houses mysteriously vanished from Kana Farm, so Rowan and I are building a new one. Naturally, we turn to Hogwarts' resident magical creatures expert for help. Stop, you're making me red in the face, but I'd be honored to give you some pointers. Old Needlefingers can be our quality inspector. Needlefingers, it's been a while. How are you liking your home at the Magical Creatures Reserve? He's fitting in just fine. I'm just looking after him while his home tree at the reserve gets a good pertin. Fair warning, he's a tough critic, exacting standards. We'll just have to build something worthy of the Needlefinger's seal of approval. That's the spirit. Let's get started. Alright. It'd be nice to leave the Bowtruckles a housewarming gift. Let's measure twice. The last thing we want is a lopsided roof. Needlefingers is watching closely. I think he's judging our craftsmanship. Add a small opening near the top for ventilation. Make the seam smooth. Wouldn't want to, damn it. I'm sure that'll pop up again. How about a twig archway for decoration? We'll line the inside with moss for comfort. We'll start with a sturdy base. Bowtruckles like a strong foundation. The doorway should be wide enough for a Bowtruckle, but too small for a doxy. Needlefingers looks spectacle. He's waiting for us to add a something another. Damn it. It'd be nice to leave. Never mind, we read that. Metal rust, so use a sticking charm instead of old needles, or old nails. Let's measure twice. Add a small opening near the top for ventilation. Oh, that's a nice little house for the Bowtruckles. We're just about finished. What do you think of the Bowtruckle house we made, Needlefingers? He approves. Okay. Looks like a yes to me. The Bowtruckles back at Kana Farm will love the house you've made for them. I'll even send you back with some of their favorite food. Do you know what Bowtruckles like to eat, Drew? Fairy eggs. I remember that. Ro mentioned earlier that Bowtruckles like fairy eggs. That's right, you remembered. Fairies tend to avoid Kana Farm for that exact reason. I'll leave a timble full inside the Bowtruckle house as a housewarming present. Thank you, you two. This means a lot. They're gonna love it, and Hazel will be thrilled. Now let's use that flu powder to get back to Kana Farm and show her what we've made. Excellent. Show house to Hazel. I'm ready to head back to Kana Farm. Let's get back. I can't wait to see how the Bowtruckles react to the house we made for them. I'm more curious about Hazel's reaction. How do you think she'll respond when she sees it? I think she'll be thrilled. She'll be thrilled. How could she not be? Our bow truckle house is a work of art. We did do a rather good job, didn't we? I'm tempted to cast Ingorjo and live there myself. What's that smell? Is someone barbecuing? Uh-oh. Hazel, we made something for fire. There's a fire. A fire. We've got to put it out before it burns the trees. Come on, Drew. Uh-oh. There's no time to get help. We need to use whatever's at our disposal to put out the fire. Wands out, you two. If you know any firefighting spells, now's a good time to use them. Okay, put out the fire. Let's do it. We're lucky the trees' groves are upward. The sparks are blowing. Don't get too close to the flames. How did this fire start anyway? There's ash in my eyes. Where are you, Drew? I'm glad I took the time to learn the Deflamo charm. Glacius could be effective here. Does anyone know it? Does anyone remember the charm to put out fires? We're lucky the tree groves are upwind. The sparks are blown away from them. How did this fire start anyway? If the fire spreads to the groves, we'll have a much bigger problem. Sometimes a simple bucket of water does the trick, no magic required. Don't get too close. There's ash in my eyes. The fire's nearly out. One more spell should do the trick. Aguamenta? I guess that's a water spell? Yeah, okay. Great. We did it. But our broomstick stock got burnt to ash. We needed the money for that shipment at this rate. At this rate, what? What are you keeping from us? Oh, maybe the tree farm is not doing well financially. Oh, damn, there's Chris Jericho on AEW. But anyway, obviously you guys can't hear it as I have it muted. I'll have to go back to see what he says after I get done with this. But anyway. Hazel, when the teapot exploded, you acted like it wasn't the first strange thing to happen at the farm. How many of these accidents have happened before? So many questions. Wouldn't you rather enjoy your weekend away? Leave the unpleasantness to me? We just want to help. Whatever's going on, you don't need to bear the burden alone. Please, Hazel, Drew and I want to be of use, but we can't help you if you don't trust us. Last week, Chris Jericho had a snazzy purple jacket, but now he's got sort of a leopard type of jacket on tonight. Huh, so much for Jericho wanting to go back to WWE, huh? I mean, hey, if he wanted to go back to WWE, that would have been his choice, but for whatever reason, he wanted to come back to AEW. But let's hope he gets rid of that learning tree gimmick. It doesn't look like he has it, thank God, because that gimmick was awful. Anyway, that's a video for another time. You're not going to let this go, are you? Not a chance. We're relentless. Very well, let's go to the picnic table. You'll be wanting to sit when you hear this. It's time to tell you the truth about what's going on at Kana Farm. Oh, maybe it's cursed. Rowan's Family Tree, Part 2 complete. Rowan's Family Tree, Part 3. Hazel is finally ready to tell you the truth about what's really going on at Kana Farm. This mystery might just be deeper and far more dangerous than you expected. Well, we're going to have to find all of that out in Part 3. Okay. Oh, energy recharge boost down from 4 minutes to 2 minutes. Now, is that a permanent or is that just a limited time? I bet it's just a limited time. We're not worried about that right now. Oh, okay, that's just a limited time. Get the truth. Give me a second to gather my thoughts. I'll let you know when I'm ready to talk. Okay, so we're gonna end it anyway, so here we go. Let's save it, and boom. Just like that. Now I'm gonna go see what Jericho is talking about currently right now. But anyway, that is gonna do it for part 2 of Rowan's family tree, and I will be back as soon as I can for part 3 of this timed event. Until next time, I will catch you guys later. Bye, y'all.